Hey guys, today we are going to discuss Animal Kingdom, a chapter from class 11. As you all know, the chapter is totally memory based. So, we are going to discuss only the important points from the chapter. We are discussing the chapter according to the NCERT. So, we will start from the phylum Porifera. In one video, to discuss the whole chapter is little tough. So, we are going to discuss the chapter in the part wise. Okay. So this is the first video, and in this we are going to discuss three phylum, which is Porifera, Coelenterata and Ctenophora. Okay, so let's start with the Porifera. Porifera, also known as sponges, are generally marine, but they also present in the fresh water. Like the spongilla is present in the fresh water. Now, these porifera or sponges are multicellular organism. They exhibit cellular level of organization. So they exhibit cellular level of organization, and the distinct feature of this organ of this phylum is water canal system. So there is a difference between water canal system and water vascular system. We always confuse between them. So the water vascular system is present in the echinodermata, not in the porifera. In porifera, we will find that this organisms possesses water canal system. Okay, where water entered in the entered in sponges through ostia, then it goes to the cavity called spongocoel, then the water comes out from the osculum. So ostia, spongocoel and osculum. Now the cavity of the spongocoel is covered by the collar cell or choanocytes. Okay, and if I talk about the digestion is intracellular in porifera. So there is a difference between intracellular and intercellular. So in porifera, we will find that the digestion is intracellular, not intercellular. Okay, and the body is supported by the skeletal made up of spongian fiber or spicules. Okay, in porifera, sexes are not separated. That means and their hermaphrodites. That means egg and sperms are produced from the same body. So when sponges reproduce asexually, the reproduction occurred through fragmentation, and when they reproduce sexually, the reproduction occurred through the formation of gametes. Okay. Now the fertilization is internal and the development is also indirect. Okay. Now the example of porifera is Scypha, Euspongia. Euspongia is also known as bath sponge, and Spongilla. Spongilla is a freshwater sponge. So that is it from the porifera. Now we are moving to the next phylum, which is Coelenterata. Now let's talk about Coelenterata. Okay, Coelenterata, also known as Cnidaria. So they are mostly marine. Okay, they are mostly marine. They are sessile. They are free swimming. The Cnidaria term derived from the nidoblast or nidocytes, which contain stinging capsule called nematocytes. So nidoblast or nematocytes present on the tentacles or on the body. Okay. Now nidoblasts are used for the capturing of the prey, anchorage and defense. Okay, and in the Cnidarians exhibit tissue level of organization. Okay, so in porifera we learned that the porifera exhibits cellular level of organization, but in Coelenterata they exhibit tissue level of organization. Cnidarians are diploblastic, that means mesoderm is absent here, and Cnidarians they have a central gastrovascular cavity with a single opening. That means digestive system is incomplete here, and the digestion is intracellular and extracellular both. In Cnidarians, mouth present on the hypostome. That's the important point. In Cnidarians, mouth present on the hypostome. Okay, so there is two types of form in Coelenterata. One is polyp and another one is medusa. So polyps are sessile and free swimming. Okay, so the organism which exhibits the polyform is Hydra and Adamsia. Adamsia is also known as sea anemone. Okay, and if I talk about Medusa, Medusa are umbrella shape. Example of the Medusa form is Aurelia or jellyfish. Okay, and there is the exception which possesses both type of organisms, both type of forms. Okay, so here in this form actually what they do is the alternation of generation, also known as metagenesis. Okay, so here polyp forms medusa asexually and medusa form polyp sexually. Example of it is obelia. Okay, now the examples of the phylum Coelenterata is okay, Physalia, which is known as Portuguese man of word. We have Penatula, also known as sea pen. We have Gorgonia, also known as sea fan. We have Meandrina, also known as brain coral, and we have Adamsia, also known as sea anemone. And another important point about the Meandrina, in Meandrina the skeletal in Meandrina they have skeletal made up of calcium carbonate. Okay, so this is the end of the Coelenterata. Now let's move to the next phylum, which is Ctenophora. Okay, so Ctenophora, commonly known as the sea walnuts or comb jellies. Okay, sea walnuts or comb jellies, they are exclusively marine. Okay, so they are exclusively marine. And if I talk about the symmetry, that is radial symmetry. So I didn't mention the symmetry in the past two cases. So in porifera, the symmetry is asymmetrical. Okay, so they are asymmetrical. In Coelenterata, the symmetry is radial symmetry, and in Ctenophora, they also possesses radial symmetry. So in porifera we have asymmetrical, and in Coelenterata and Ctenophora we have radial symmetry. So Ctenophora is also diploblastic. Okay, Ctenophora is also diploblastic. They also exhibit tissue level of organization. Okay, the body in Ctenophora, the body bears eight external rows of ciliated complex. Okay, so this complex help in locomotion. Okay, and if I talk about the digestion is both intracellular and extracellular in Ctenophora. Now another special feature of the Ctenophora is they show bioluminescence. That means they emits light. Okay, so this is the important feature of the Ctenophora. Now Ctenophora sexes are not separate. Okay, so there the reproduction occurs sexually. The fertilization is external here, and the development is indirect. Okay, and the example of the Ctenophora is Pleurobrachia and Ctenoplana. Okay, so we are ending this video here, that because if I make a long video, then I have some issues for uploading the video, so I am ending this video here. The next phylum we are going to discuss in the next video. Okay, thank you.